welcome to the tutorial for our arrangement of How Sweet It Is. It's divided up into chapters, just take one chapter at a time. Let's get straight into the intro. So the first chord is what would be a C-shaped bar chord with the bar on the 9th fret, but just the top part and an A string open. And then moving that shape down 2 frets. So we now have an A over G. Then this reverse triangle shape is kind of a D major 7 with an open A, and then moving that down 2 frets. So that's really an A6 to an A9. So all together. All right. For the next part, we've got a D major 7 chord. And then we're going to talk about the notes of the scale as numbers, because I think in this situation it simplifies it somewhat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or back to 1, 1, 2, 3. So D major 7, then 6, 1, 6, 3, 5, 6, 5, 1, 2, 1. Or just look at the blue markers on here if that's going to be more simple. And then we're going to add in the bass notes, so, and then on this one, add a 3 in the bass, just chuck your finger across that, and then a 2 in the bass, up there, and then a 5 in the bass, which is an open E string, and then we're going to add, and that's just the middle of an A-shaped bar chord, play it like that. So adding those bass notes. And then the rundown. So we go 5, 6, 1, 6, 4, 3, 1, 5, 4, 3, 1, flat 7, 6, 5. All right, and that speed. Okay, so we've got the chorus again, but up an octave. So it's the same melody, 6, 1, 6, 3, 5, 6, 5, 1, 2, 1. Yep, exactly the same. Chuck in the bass notes, but we're going to put in a full chord halfway through. So D major 7, 3 in the bass, and then a B minor 9 chord, because you're there already. And it's the right chord. And then putting a 5 underneath that 1. And that's just that D major shape right up here. So we'll do that. And that's quite tricky because that might be out of that normal shape that you're in. So definitely give yourself a bit of time to get used to where those notes are. So we've got our second riff here. This is really the run from Isn't She Lovely? But we're going to just do a slight variation. And that's just a major pentatonic run. And you can chuck this riff in anywhere that you're, you've got a major chord. If you're in G, but we're in A. So it's 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 1. And then the turnaround is an E sus, the E9 sus4 to an E9. And then we're going into the verse. Okay, so we're up to the verse. So we're going to start with 1 on the bass, A on the bass, with your thumb. We've got 6, 5, 3, 5, 6. And then 7, 6. And then up the top, if we're thinking in the key of A, in the tonic key, this is 3, 1, 2, 1. So. Then we've got, we're going to go down chromatically in the bass and keep the 1 there. So it's almost like an F chord, but it is a. So chromatically going down to an E chord. And then we're going 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 5, 6. And we are in a G shape there. So we're going to use that and then go up to a C shape. That would be a C. It's the top of it there. So. And then that's going to repeat again. So just repeat that, and you can put in slight variations. Feel free to get creative with it. I don't think I followed the melody exactly. I just did what I felt was cool in the moment. So if you feel like it, just repeat it exactly the same, or do slight variations in it. So we've got the same as the first part of the verse. But now we're going to go to an open D with a 1 here. 1, 2, flat, 3, 2, 1. And then 5, sharp 5, 6. And then so 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, flat, 3, 2, 1. So all together. So then we're going to go. So that's 6, 1, 1, 6, flat 3 to 3, hammer on. And then just the bottom and the top of an A-shaped bar chord. And then thank you, baby. 3, 2, 2, 1 with the open D. And then I just want to stop. 3, 4, 3. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3 with the little hammer on. And then this run is. So flat 3 to 3, 5, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, 5, flat 7, 1. So do that slowly. And then a rundown. 1, flat 7, 6, 5. So all together. And I've put the little hammer-ons there, haven't I? So, you can add them or not. It's up to you. All right. Okay, this riff it's kind of the middle of standard bar chords. So just the middle part of that. So we're going A, B minor, C sharp minor, A, G, F sharp minor, E minor. So just practice that slowly if you haven't done that before. Just give yourself some time to go over it. And just a little bit of theory kind of stuff. You might be interested to know why we're hitting an E minor there. And that's to lead into the D. It sounds good to, that particular chord leads you into where we're heading. And it's kind of like in jazz, you have a 2, 5, 1. So you often, where you're going to, you can approach it through a 2, 5, 1, even if that 2, 5, 1 isn't in the normal key. Okay, this next riff is a pretty cool one. It's a little Hendrixy thing. So really we're going G, D, A. Okay, so we've got these ones here, and then hammer on this note. Then we're just going down 2 strings, and then down 2 strings. So that's like an inversion of A. These are all inversions of G, D, A. The first inversion with 3 on the bottom. Sounds pretty cool. Okay, so this next section is a collection of hopefully really cool riffs that you'll be able to put into lots of different songs. So we're going to start with an A-shaped chord, open chord. Then we're going to have a C shape, the top of a C shape, like before, moved up 2 frets. It's really an E over A, an E with an E with an A in the bass. And then moving that down 2 frets, which is like a D chord with an A in the bass. And then, so just sliding that A shape into place there. And then the same bass as we had before. And then another cool bluesy kind of riff here. And that's in your minor pentatonic shape. So. And then down to an E chord. And then this is a cool little blues run. Then to a D chord with an F sharp in the bass. 4, 5, 6, 1, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3. So all together. Okay, this next part. So that's actually an A major 7. And then it's kind of a B minor over A. And then just straight A. And you see this is the top of a A-shaped bar chord. What we would have is an A-shaped bar chord. So we're just really flattening across those 3 strings. And then you could look at that as a D shape there. But we're just going to play it like that. And then down to an F sharp. So all together. Okay, then we've got that F transitional chord again there, like earlier. And then we've got a cool little run which you're going to be able to use in lots of different places. So it's a bit like, it's just taking 2 parts of what would be normal bar chords, in a way, kind of. So there's more going to an E. It's a major chord, minor, 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 or a 5. And then going up to, this is really a D bar chord, but just using these 2 notes, a 1 and a 3. So D, C sharp minor, B minor, and then an E sus, or a D over E. Alright, so go out. Okay, this next part are 2 little Hendrixy double stops again, Hendrixy. So it's a 1 and a 5. And whatever key you're in, you can really throw those around if you're in F sharp. Right? So, and then we've got a D major 7. And then the melody is 7, 1, 6. And then a F diminished, F sharp minor, and this is another cool Curtis Mayfield Hendrixy riff. And just, that's again these G shapes and these C shapes, as we've learned earlier on in the piece. So, all together. All right. Okay, so for this next part we're going to mainly use A minor pentatonic box here and here. Alright, so here we go. The first part. And then we're going to go to a D7. It's really a D7 there, so. And then the second part. So. Throw that major 3rd in, and then the rundown, flat 7, 6, 5, the same as before. Okay, all together we got. Okay, so this next riff we've got, it's really an A, a run in A. So 4, 3, 1, 5, 4, 3, 1, 5, 4, 3, 1. It's pretty cool, and you can chuck it in whatever key you're in, you just throw that in there. 1, 7, 1. So we'll go slowly. So if you were in G, you could throw it in there like it. Something like that. So yeah, slowly. Okay, so this next riff is really going C sharp minor, B minor, A major 7, A7, and that's leading us back into the D. The same way that that E minor was leading us into the D before. So we're just going to use the middle part. So. And throwing that 13 in there, or a 6. So that's really an A13 chord now, because you've got the 7 there. Okay, so all together. Okay, this next riff is using a 5th double stop, and it's just pushing it around the neck. Don't worry too much about the notes, but we're going to hit an A7 at the end again to lead into the D. So we're on the 6th fret, 9, 11, 9, 6, 4, 2, and then that A7 shape there. Okay, in the last part, we've got a run down from the D major 7, C minor 7, B minor 7, and then throwing the 9 in there, and then an E sus or a D over E with that same hammer on. So here we go. And then the very last part, we've got an A shape, and then throwing that C shape in there to go to a D over A. Hey, I hope you got something out of the video. If you have any feedback, send it to contact@Guitar.Studio and check out the website Guitar.Studio for the latest stuff. I'll see you next time.